Hey everybody, welcome back to the farm. Just out here getting ready for the spring turkey season. It is spring, believe it or not. We've got about 2 inches of snow on the ground here. It's April 7th in central Ontario. Basically just wanted to take the opportunity to do a bit of an educational video, talk to you about getting your gun ready for turkey season. With the new changes to the spring turkey hunt, well, turkey hunting in general in Ontario, basically you no longer have to take the turkey course. It's just included with your hunter safety course, so there's going to be a lot more people out there doing some turkey hunting, which is great. But for those of you just starting out, you want to get your turkey gun sighted in kind of cheap. One of the best ways I've found to do it is starting off with some relatively inexpensive birdshot. What I got here is just some Winchester Universal in number 5. Why I'm using number 5 is it's the same size shot for my turkey shells I'll be using this season. Other things you'll need are just a black permanent marker, stapler, some cardboard boxes, and some turkey targets. You can just find these online and print them off. They're pretty cheap. You don't need the fancy ones that change color when you shoot them, so long as you can count how many shots are in the kill zone. So we'll talk more about that a little bit later. Reason why I'm doing this, I have already sighted in this gun for birdshot, but that was back in maybe December. So I just want to make sure my sight's still on. It's always a good idea to make sure you do that leading up to the season, which starts in about 3 weeks here. So ready to go, let's get to it. So as you can see, I found myself a nice kind of secluded spot on the farm. More or less I've got tree coverage on both sides so that the wind is really cut down. It's still quite windy out, but I really don't feel it much at all in here, and so that way it's not going to throw off my shot at all. What I've already done is I've gone walk down this laneway, and it's kind of convenient that I've got this snow here, because what I can do is mark out the lines already at 10, 20, all the way out to 60 yards. You might be wondering why I'm starting at 10 yards. So one of the reasons I'm doing that is because at 10 yards, if your sight's on, your shot should be going through about a 2-inch circle, if not smaller than that. So it's one way to just make sure your sight's in the right ballpark, because that's only going to get magnified if it's off as you go out further and further distances. So I figure I'll also take the opportunity to go over some of the gear that I'm using today. One of the reasons I'm going out to 60 yards is I'm using the Winchester Longbear XR, which, I mean, they advertise it as being pretty reliable out to 60 yards, so I'm going to test that today. In terms of the actual firearm I'm using, I have a Mossberg 500. It's got a 24-inch vent rib barrel on it with a turkey choke. This is the one that just comes with the Mossberg. The version I got here is the Mossberg 500 Flex. So it came as a turkey and defense combo, which, I mean, I'll probably put out a video on that later. What I've also got on here is just a Bushnell TRS-25 red dot sight. So pretty basic, but it works quite well, and I'm happy with it. So like I said, we're going to start here at 10 yards, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Just one last thing to go over before we get started here. This is the first target I'm going to shoot at. And this is really why you need that black Sharpie or permanent marker I was talking about earlier. I just drew about 1.5 inch circle here. That's what I'm going to aim for at 10 yards, and I should be, if my sight's on, pretty much taking out this whole thing. So we'll see how it goes. This is my first shot through at 10 yards, just using the cheap Winchester Universal number 5. So as you can see, a little bit of spread there. Wad just goes right through there, but it's a little high, but I'm happy with that given that it's only 10 yards. Okay, moving on to the next target. It's out there at 20 yards. Now I've got the actual turkey target on there, so to be able to see how many shots we have in the kill zone. Still using the Winchester Universal number 5. So you see 20 yards, it's still a little high, so I'm actually going to bring this down a little bit because I only have maybe like 3 or 4 pellets in the actual kill zone. Same thing, 20 yards. I've brought it down about 4 clicks, so 1 minute of angle if you want to get technical. So just from there I count about 17, 18 shots there in the kill zone, so much better. I'm going to switch to the Winchester loads here in a minute. I just want to take a shot at 30 first. So that's the Winchester Universal at 30 yards. So you can see quite a difference in terms of the spread. I got about 30 pellets in the kill zone. It looks like it's grouping a little bit to the right though, so I'm going to move my sight just a bit, but looking pretty good. Not bad. Still about 20, 25 pellets in there, 40 yards. So we'll push it out to 50 and see how it goes. Ooh, okay. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonder if I pulled it, so I'm just gonna go have a shot at this one again at 50. So I'm still only getting about 8 or 10 pellets in what I'd be comfortable calling the kill zone on this. So I think I'm going to call it at 50 yards for this target, or sorry, for this load. And I mean, I think that's fair. It's to be expected. This is just the stock choke that Mossberg offers with the shotgun. So I mean, I'm happy with that. Personally, I don't really feel comfortable taking shots past 40 yards on a turkey anyway. At 40 yards, we're still getting about 20 pellets in there. So pretty happy with that. I think I'll call it a day. Well, there you have it, folks. As you can see, the setup I've got running here is pretty good, out to, I would say, 40 yards with that Winchester Longbeard. I'm sure, you know, there are chokes out there, or setups out there that'll do better with it, but the one I'm going to run with, I mean, I don't feel comfortable shooting past 40 yards anyways at most birds, so you know, turned out pretty well today. I'm pretty happy with it. The other thing, just to remind you, get yourself some cheap bird shot. Not only will you save yourself some money getting your sight set up, but you're also going to save your shoulder. Anyone who's been shooting turkey loads knows that, you know, the longer and longer you shoot it, the sorer and sorer your shoulder's going to get, because they pack quite a punch. I mean, today I only had to shoot 4 of these to make sure that I'm, you know, feeling comfortable for the season. A few of these as well, but you know, these are quite a bit more expensive, so you know, there's quite a savings to be had there. Yeah, weather's turning out great. I'm gonna call it a day here in terms of this video and get out there, do some scouting, and see where the turkeys are today. I just want to wish you good luck in your season if you're going out this year, and just be safe and have fun. Thanks again for checking out the channel, and feel free to leave any comments or feedback you may have, and otherwise enjoy your day. Have a good one.